Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper, October-November 2024 and 21 variant. So let's try to solve this complete paper. Question number 1 we have here. The concert starts at 1950 and finished at 2 hours 42 minutes later. Work out the concert finishing time. So we will try this on a number line. We will do this question on a number line. So this is a starts at 1950 and the total time is 2 hours 42. We can do this way. If you add 242, the 2, actually these are minutes. We got a 9. Now thing is, and this I got 21. But do you know students above 60? So 9 from 92 subtract 60. We got a 32. Okay. So 32 comes here, but 160 means 1 minute, 1 hour. I mean, it converts into this, becomes 22. So I hope so you understood well. We can use calculator also to solve this question. Okay, and he said find out the time. So, or I can find it another way. 1915, you know, if I add, I think this we can do without this number line even, okay? But mostly it means this 2 hours and 42 minutes. So it means ending time is 2 hours and 42 minutes. So ending our time is 22 and 32. So this is our answer. It did not say that convert time in 24-hour system because he given a 24-hour system. Okay, let's talk about next one. Reciprocal of this. What is reciprocal? First of all, this 4 into 1 multiply, and that answer will add in this. So 4 into 1, 4, plus 1, 5. So 5 upon 4. But he said that find the reciprocal of this. Is it reciprocal? No. Then what is reciprocal? This 4 will go up, and this 5 will go down. This is called reciprocal. So reciprocal is just a flipping, flip the values. So this 5 will go down, 4 will go up. This is called reciprocal. I hope so the point is very clear. Let's talk about this question. He said use these symbols to make a statement true. Okay. So because this kind of question, in old version with calculator. So now what to do? We can use here calculator, no problem. So you can check it. 2 by 7 is equals to what? This kind of question, you can check. If I convert it in a decimal format, I got 20.2857. And if I convert this one, it is an 11%. 11% means, okay, if I simplify here, so 99 over 100, both are divisible on 9, 11 over 100. Okay, and 11% is also 11 over 100. Okay, 4 to power 0, something to power 0, 3 to power 0, k to power 0, all values are equals to 1. So here I got a 1, and here I got a something to power 1 is also 1. Look at now. 1 to power 2 is 1. 1 to power 3 is 1. 1 to power 100 is also 1. So I think idea is clear. Now he said make 2 equal. So there are these 2 values. You can see they are equals to each other. Put equal sign. And what about this? 2857 and 2861. So you can see clearly this number is smaller, this number is bigger. So we will make this kind of inequality. And toward smaller, we'll make this close sign, make sure. So this idea is also clear. Let's talk about next question. Question number 4. S has a piece of the fabric of the length 5.6 meter. Okay, total length 5.6 meter. She cuts the fabric into two parts with the ratio 3:4. What is the length of the longer part? Longer part means I'm looking for the 4. So I will write two titles. I write here meter and I'm writing here ratio. So 5.6 meter, I'm writing under here. And if I add them, I got a 7. So 7, I repeat my words. Total length, total ratio. I'll write in front of each other. Okay. And I'm looking for 4 and put a question mark and cross multiply. So x multiply with 7, you can see here, is equal to 4 multiply with the 5.6. Now I'm going to show you how to remove the decimal. You know it very well. I'm trying my level best doing without calculator. Do you know, student, whenever we have a decimal, how to remove it? Look, I'm going to show you. Actually, it has under 6. For 6, I'm writing 0. But for decimal, I'm writing 1. Okay, now this is a very clear, and this 7 will come under it. I mean, this 7 will come where? This 7 will come beside of 10. Beside of 10. Now I can simplify. 7 8s are 56. Then afterwards, because I can do simplify further even. But 8 4s are 32. 8 4s are 32 by 10. Do you know, student, how to remove decimal? Same to bring back. So longer part is very clear now, is 3.2 meters. And I repeat my words, some students have a confusion in removing decimal and bringing back. 5.68, how to remove decimal. I just show you. For these two numbers, I will write 2 zeros like this. And for decimal, I will write 1. So it means it turns to be 568 over 100. And I believe the point is very clear. So this is a way to convert it in the case. Now, if we have a, this is a removing. And now if we have a, for example, 3825 by 100, how to bring decimal back? Decimal is hidden here. So it will jump two jumps, due 2 zeros. So 1 jump and 2 jump. So it becomes 38.25. So I showed you how to remove decimal first of all and how to bring decimal. Okay. And now you may ask, why you did not cut here? Because 10 is helpful to bring the decimal back. That is why whenever you have a 10, you have 100, you have 1,000. So these, try your level best, don't cut and convert into decimal in this way. I hope so you got a point. And first 4 questions are clear. Let's go for next page. This question number 5, how to do it, is a column vector question. And basically, what is method to do the question? So we will simply multiply them. Like a 3 multiplied by 6 and 3 multiplied by -4. And try to do without calculator, students. So 3 6 are 18 and 3 4s are 12. If you use calculator for small calculations, so it's trouble for you. So 4 and plus minus 7. Basically, we are doing like this. 4 plus minus, there's 7. And -1 plus 5. How to get it? I get a -3 and I got a 4 from here. Over. So let's talk about next question. This question, we have to find x, y, z. So first of all, what I think I can find x easily. Reason sum of the angle is straight line is a 180. So x plus 122 is equals to 180. If I bring on the other end, so simply subtract. So 180 minus 122. And try your level best without calculator. 10 minus 2, we got an 8. From 7, we got a 158. So I believe the point is very clear. Okay, let's go for next one. And when you talk about next one is we have y and how to get a y. The problem is that if there's a correction, thank you. So this is a 58, not 158. Okay, so let's move on next. You know how to get a y. This is not a find y. If I use this shape, so it is hard to do it. Reason, this is unknown and this is unknown. So are two unknown, I cannot use this diagram. So I think we can go for this big diagram. Big diagram, we can use this. This is a 34. This is a 90-degree, and this I just add them. I got a y plus 17. I believe the point is very clear, and then I can solve it. So have a look. It means I got a big triangle, and this is a 34. Here we have a 90-degree, and this angle is y plus 17. So add them all. So add them all equal to 180. So y plus 17 plus 90 plus 34 is equals to 180. Okay, if I add them and try your level best, if you just do manually, okay, 11, 10, and 10 for 14, so 141. So when I subtract 180 minus 141, so it tends to be, if I subtract, I get a 9, and from 7, I got 39. So 39 is my answer of y. So I hope so. The point is very clear, and let's go for next. And next one is z. How to get z? Okay, this 39. I'm writing it here. I'm writing it here now. Okay, now how to get this z angle? We have two ways to solve it. Either I use this diagram or I use this diagram. Okay, so I think I use this diagram. Okay, I can use even this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is a four-sided figure. And do you know we have a formula for sum of the interior angles is equals to how to find 180 minus n minus 2 into 180, n minus 2 times 2, 180. So this formula we have to find it. So four-sided figure, if I plug in 4 in the place of n and I multiply, I got a 360. It means 1, 2, 3, 4. Four-sided figure, sum of the angles is 360. So, and how to write x value? I have it already 58. 58 plus 34 plus 17 plus z equals to 360, which I'm going to write now. 58, or I just start from z. So z plus 58 plus 34 plus 17 equal to 360. Now I have to add manually all these values, and let's see what we get it. 58 plus 34 plus 17. I got a 15 for 19, 1 carry, and 2 and 8, 10, 109. So Z is plus 109 equal to 360. And 360, so it goes there. So go and subtract. So when I subtract, students, what it turns to be 360 minus 109, and it turns to be 251. So I hope so. The concept is clear, and we have done this complete page. Let's go for the next page.
So
Question number 7, I'm starting now. Factorization. How we can do factorization? You can do a simple table, you know it. But let's say you don't know table. I think there's a table of 7. You can check it. 7 4s are 28. 7 5s are 35. So I will take 7 common, and I got a x here, or okay, and here I got a negative and 35. Sorry, 7 4s are 28, and 7 5s are 35. So because these 4 come from here and 5 come from here. Idea is clear. So let's talk about question number 8. Sorry. E, invest this much money. Investment is always called P. P stands for principal. Okay. And he mentioned clearly simple interest. Simple interest formula we have I is equals to P or T divided by 100. Whereas just extra knowledge, compound formula is A equal to P times 2, 1 plus R over 100 to power T. Okay. In case of increasing this plus, okay, positive. In case of decreasing, it is negative. So make sure this is a formula, is the compound interest. But now using simple. Now rate of interest is 2.6. So R is 2.6. And total interest, he's asking, make sure student think total amount and end of 3 years. So t is equal to 3. Simple, plug in the numbers and get the answer. I'm going to plug in. P value is 3000. R value is 2.6. T is 3 and divided by 100. And I make, first of all, two zeros cancel out. Now again, how to play a trick without calculator. So these are 30. 30 I'm writing as it is, 226, 2.6. I write 226, and for your knowledge, for this 6, I will write 0, and for decimal, I will write 1. So this 0 will cancel out, and now I can multiply. 3 3s are 9, and 9 multiplying with 6. And answer turned to be 234, 254, so 23. So this is answer. I believe you got a point very, very clear. So this is a way I want to teach you how you can avoid the calculator, because first time we are facing without calculator version. Okay, come back. So this is a straight line. What is asking for? It is a regular polygon, and we have interior angle is 132. It's larger than exterior angle. We have to find out the number of sides. So basically, we have a formula for number of sides is here. Number of sides, you have to memorize. Formula is 360 divided by exterior angle, by each exterior angle. Okay, now problem is that, do we have exterior angle? No, we have unknown. Actually, this x is called exterior for your knowledge, and this is called interior. Okay, all right. So we have a technique. If you add them both equal to 180, so let's try to do it. X plus 132 plus x equals 280, and x plus x, if you add them, you got a 2x, and this 132 will go on the other end. And when I subtract, students, so out of 10, 2 gone, 8. Out of 7, we got a 48. So 2x and 2 divides. When 2 divides, you know it very well. We got a 2 2s are 2 4s are. And this is exterior angle, and I will plug it here. So 360 divided by 24. Okay, now table of 2, you must know it. And or you can say table of 4. 4 6 and 4 9s are this one. And I think so we can check it. This is coming with a table of 2 again, or 3. Okay, it is becoming 90. And I got a 15. So saving the time, number of sides. So I hope so clear. Beside of this question, quickly I explain some formulas. Okay, so formulas are very clear. You have to keep in mind what is the formula. Sum of interior angle formulas is n minus 2 into 180. Sum of exterior angle formulas is simply 360. So, student, if I ask for each divide by n here, each exterior divide by n. So this formula you get from here. I think got it. N comes here, and some of this interior angle, because when you divide by n, it gives us one interior angle, not some. I think you got a point, and this page is completely over. And let's go for next page. Question number 10, we have Jay plays a game with her friend. Okay, she can win, lose, or draw the game. 3 options are there. So what are the chances? I repeat, win plus lose plus draw, and all 3 options, and equal to total probability. If we add them, if you add each probability, we get a total probability. Okay, and check it now. He said that J is twice as likely to draw the game as loses. Okay, I take as, let's say, lose the game is X chances, and draw becomes 2X. Is a very clear. So wins is a 0.28. Is given by him. You can see the chance of winning is 2.28, and loses is X, and draw becomes 2X. And sum of the all probability in any branch. For example, 1 branch, 2nd branch, 3rd branch. If you add them all, is equals to 1. So that is why. And 2x plus x give us 3x. And 1 minus 0.28. And 0.28, and I got a 0.72. And 3 will divide there. And 3 will divide. So 0.032 are 6 and 3 4s are 12. So chances of losing the game, probability of loses the game. So 0.24. And he said that, yeah, this is okay, done. And over. Now he's asking that what is expected number of times she wins if she will play the game 150 times. So we have a special formula for it. Whenever expected words come, so expected value, expected number, whenever we need. So formula is the probability multiplied by number of times. Like probability of winning is 0.28. We know it already. And how many times she's playing 150. If we multiply, we get our answer. And answer is coming with us is a 42. I'm saving the time. Let's go for next. Without using a calculator, with workout, this kind of question, you will definitely get an exam paper. So number one, what is a job number one? These are mixed numbers. These are mixed numbers. Convert into fractions first. 3 5s are 15 and 15 plus 1. So I got a 16 over 3 students. 3 7s are 21. 21 plus 4. 25 over 7. Now, student, what is LCM 3? Can I divide on one common table? Answer is no. When no comes, so product is LCM. This 7 multiplied there. This is called butterfly method. So 16 times 2, 7, and 25 times 2, 3. And I got it 42 for carry 1, 1, 2, and this 75. And then after this, divide by 21. If I subtract 112 and 75 gone. So we got a 12, we got a 5, 7, and from 10, 37. So we get here, 37. Just a minute. Yeah, so 37 is coming with us. 37 over 21. Is the question over? Not at all. We have to convert into mixed fraction. And what is method? 37 inside 21. 21, 42. So 21 times this one. And I got here 6 and I got 16. How to write it? Top number comes here first of all. This 16 down will go up and I'm writing in the numerator. And 21 I'm writing here left hand side. So I hope so. The concept is very clear and we have done it. Because this complete page is over. And let's go for next page. Question number 12 we have now, student. Simultaneous equation mean we have two choices, either elimination or substitution. I can see here, if this is a 2 and a simple multiply with a 3, I will get it 6 here. So this now equation multiply by 3. I can get it easily. So let's start. Upper equation, just copy. So 3 into 3, I get a 9 here. 3 into 2, I get negative 6. And 3, 7, 7, 21, 2, and 51, negative 51. So now this cancel out. 9 plus 5 is 14x. And here, if I subtract 9 gone, so it becomes from 51, 9 subtract. I got a 2 and I got a 42, but negative 42, make sure. This 14 will divide because multiplying there. So 14, 14 multiplied 3 for the 12, 1 carry. So 42, it means I'm getting negative 3 here. So this value of negative 3, I can plug in any one equation. I plug in the lower one. Or I plug in upper one is also okay. 5 times 2, negative 3, plus 6y is equals to 9. I get negative 15, 6y is equals to 9. 15 goes on other side, 9 plus 15. And I got a 24 and 6y is equal to 24. 6 divides, 6 4s are 24. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I think your point is clear and we got these two values. Okay, let's go for next question, students. He said that find out sequence as nth term. Normally nth term he asked, but nth term is given. So I'm writing nth term like this. Sorry, the square. 3n squared minus 1. So if he asks first term, I replace every n by 1, 1. He asks second term. So I replace every n by 2. So 2 here and 2 here. 2 squared give us 4. So 3 times 2, 4 minus 1. And I got 11. So second term, I got 11. I hope so, students, up till here clear. Now he's asking here, so we have to find out n sequence, okay, for the both. First of all, let's talk about -6, then -2, then +2. And if you look at carefully, students, I am adding +4. I'm adding +4. I'm adding +4 to get the next number. So +4, +4, +4. How to do this kind of sequence? So first term is A. Common difference, how I got it, I can do anything like this minus that, no problem. -2, -6. And I got negative, +6, and I got a 4. So formula is very clear, you know it very well. Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. A is -6, D is 4, and that's it. So I'm writing here, and the formula is okay. So -6 plus 4n and minus 4. And finally, I got a 4n minus 10. This is my nth term. This is done. Now let's go for next part. Next part is next part is what we have saying here. What is saying, like if I check it, 3 plus 14, I got 17. But this is not adding 14. So this is not AP. I'm not getting the next term by adding. So no AP. So let's try with a GP. GP is by multiplying some number. No, it's not even GP. So then we have to square numbers. Are these square numbers? No, it's not a square numbers. So are the cube numbers? So they are look like close to cube numbers, but not exactly cube numbers. For example, you know, cube number of 1 is 1. Cube number of 2 is 8. Okay. Cube number of 3 is, so this is, but still too far. Okay. So what is the technique? We can do it. So do this way. 3, 17, 51. Okay. And 129. So we have a, what is the first difference comes here is a 14. Okay. Second difference, if we check it carefully, is coming 55 minus 17. 55 minus 17. Just a minute, please. Okay, I got 38. And 129 minus 55, I get 74. And now check it, 38 minus 14, I'm getting 24. And 74 minus 38 is coming 36. So it means it's not a working by that long formula even. So then we have a technique, and which technique I have to use it by, this is called a trial and error, okay? So if I check it, for example, if I have a 1, if I multiply, like for example, let's talk about 1 or 2, this mentioned already. So if we check it, this is a 2. If I take a cube of this number, I got an 8, because cube of t number, look at here, is I'm getting 8. Okay, 8 is a little far from here. If I multiply into 2, I get a 16, and positive 1 can work. Same story if I check it this one. 1 cube is 1 into 2, I got a 1, and plus 2, wait a minute, yeah, plus 1. Because plus 1 is coming. So check it for the third one, students. Okay, now for example, this one. So 3 to power 3, 3 to power 3 is 27. 27 into 2, 54. And plus 1, I'm getting my answer. So you see, you're getting somehow some pattern. Okay, so I check it. 4 to power 3 is 64. into 2, I got 128. And plus 1, I get my answer. So I think you're getting the pattern. So this is a way to get a pattern. So answer is 2n to power 3 plus 1. Once again, I show you, for example, 3. If I take a square cube of 3, sorry, this is the first term, If I take a cube of the 1, I get a 1 into 2, I got a 2 plus 1, I get a first number. So if I get a second term, take cube, I got a 8. 8 2 is 16, and 16 plus 1, I got 17 is matching. Then we got about 3 cube is 27. 27 into 2, 54. 54 plus 1, I got a 55, which is a matching. So same pattern if you continue. So what are doing? First n cube. Then after n cube, we are multiplying into 2. I've got a 2n cube, and then we add 1. And this is our nth term. I hope so. The point is very clear. So the topic is now question number 14. We have similarity because mathematics is similar. Okay, and just quickly revise. We have mostly 4 formulas, but I'm discussing 3. Area of small by area of the large is equal to length of small by length of large. In this situation, we take a square of the length side. In case of we have a talk about the volume of small, volume of large, then length of small, length of large, and put here cube. And last one I'm teaching volume of small, volume of large in case of area of small, area of the large. So in this situation, we'll take square of volume and cube of the area, because volume is already centimeter cube and area is already centimeter square, and put them equal to cube here and here square. So they could be equals to each other. That is the logic behind it. But currently I'm using this formula. Why? Because he talk about the height, and the mass. And mass also deal like a volume. And some student may ask me, so how to know volume apply? Let me tell you, centimeter cube, meter cube, or sometime liters, or sometime grams, sometime kilograms, all deal as a volume. So make sure. Now, first of all, problem is that we have a formula to convert it this mass. So, density given by him. So volume we converted. So how to convert volume? So volume is equal to density over mass. So volume equal to density over mass. So volume is equals to, what is the volume? Mass is 2.5 kilogram into 1000. So 2500. So 2500. And mass is wait a minute, students. Density volume is equal to density over. So we have to write density. Wait a minute, just a minute. Volume is equal to, basic formula is density is equals to mass over volume. And volume will go there, density will come down. So volume equals to mass by density. And volume is what? 2500. And density is 8. If it's divided, 2500 divided by 8, we get it 31. We get a 3. Yes, just a minute. Let me check again. Yeah, it is turned to be 2.5 into 1000 and divided by 8. And I got it 312.5. Okay, centimeter cube, because I converted into volume. And now, so what to do afterwards? We use this formula, this one formula. So let's try to use this formula. And formula is very clear. Because I'm looking for the smaller statue. So volume of small by volume of large, height of small by height of large, and put cube on the height side. Small is unknown, and larger volume of, wait a minute. Okay, larger volume is given by him is 312.5. And small height is given is 12 and bigger is 15. So 12 or 15 and take cube. It will multiply there. It will turn to be this form. So 4 times 3, 5 times into 312.5. So when I type in calculator 1.2, 312.5 into 4 over 5 power 3, and I got 160. So volume of a small statue is 160 and centimeter cube. I hope so. The point is clear. And this is a no more in syllabus. That is why I'm skipping. And let's go for next page. So student, let's start question number 16 we have. The question is saying the volume of the sphere is equals to the volume of cylinder. Sphere volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. And cylinder volume is a pi r square into h. So our radius is 6, you can see from here. So, and we can see pi and pi will cancel from both sides. So I got a 4 over 3 into radius is 6 to power 3. And radius is here is a capital R. And height is given here 18. Okay. Now we have to do it carefully. This is a 4 into this is 60 is 216 over 3. Already 18 will come down. We got R to power 2. Okay. And maybe here you have to, so 216 divided by 3. If I divide it there 3 and we got a 72. Okay. And if I divide it here, so 18 ones are 18, 18 4 times. So I got a 4 4 16, R to power 2 16. So if I get an R16, so R becomes root plus and minus 4. But you know, that is never negative. I got only 4 centimeters. Okay, this R, I got it, but this is now R is not our plan to find it. He is asking us to find what, students? To find the curved area of a cylinder in terms of pi. So what is a curved area of a cylinder? So formula is 2 pi R times 2h. Keep 2 pi as it is. R is a capital R, and which is 4, which is 4. And h is given by him 18. So just multiply 2 36, and 36 times to 4. 36 times to 4 is 144. And don't type pi in calculator and don't use in calculation. So this is our required answer. In this, he said 2dp, whenever 2dp, 3dp would go for quadratic formula. A value is 3, B value is -7. Though this values no need to show to examiner. But as a teacher, I suggest you have to write it in exam. In this way, the chance of mistake reduces. And look what I'm doing. I'm writing formula. So -b and -b square minus 4a into c over 2a. This is a 3, okay? And now because it's a calculator version, so this with calculator. So here what I'm going to 6. And inside I got a 49 and plus 4 into 3 into 16. And I'm getting here inside, 1 minute please, let me check again. 4, I'm getting here root of 241. Root of 241. And now after this, what I will do, student, I will break in 2 parts. Because 4 marks, I know some students that try to do shortcuts. So don't do shortcut. Minimum, you have to show these steps to get a full 6 marks. Even doing with calculator version P2 or P4, you have to show this kind of working. And now you show it and answer. So in a 7 plus root 241 and divided by 6. My first answer is turned to be 3.754. He asking 2dp. We don't need this number, so 3.75. And this is our required answer. And same way, if I go for the other one, so 7 minus, sorry, this is a 1 plus and 1 minus. So this is a 7 minus. So when I use minus and root 241 and divided by 6, I get my answer in negative. And that answer turns to be negative 1.4206. I need 2dp, I don't need 0. When I don't 0, I will not add. And this is my required answer. I hope so. The questions are clear. Question number 18, we have to first of all write g of x as it is. How many x's we have? Leave empty spaces. So this is, no, sorry, we have to plug in not inside. So we have to replace not the inside value, equal that value. So it means g of x replaced by what? 1. Here, this topic of indices, student, in the beginning of this paper, I mentioned something 5 to power 0 is 1, 2 to power 0 is 1. If I write here this one replaced by 2 to power 1, so it is not useful. It is no useful. If I write 3 to power 0 is 1, but what about 4? So 4 to power 0 is 1 is beneficial. Reason, same basis both sides. So 4 gone, and I can write it easily. So x plus 3 is equals to 0. And finally, I got x is equals to minus 3. And I believe the point is very clear. Okay, we have done it. And let's go for next. And next is g inverse of 1 over 16. How we can find it? I taught this technique. Whenever you find this kind of question, you just assume x yourself. Any variable, x, p, k, whatever, and bring g inverse on the other end. What happens, student? This will become g of x. And g of x is replaced by this one. So I'm getting here, and this is, I'm writing 4 to power x plus 3. What is 16? You know it very well. 16 is a 4 fours are. I'm writing here 4 to power 2. When I bring it up, students, what happened then? So it turns to be 4 to power negative 2. 4 to power negative 2 and 4 to power x plus 3. Same basis. So this 4 gone, and we got our way to solve the question. 3 goes there, it becomes a negative 5. And I believe all people understood well. This was a little tricky, and basic concept of indices is working behind. And now let's talk about this one. So he talked about the odd numbers. What is the definition of odd numbers? Even numbers are divisible by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are even numbers. And which left behind are odd numbers. So it means I'm writing here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And what is a multiple of 3s? A table of 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Stop. Why? We should take all numbers which are present here. Square numbers. So square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, or 16 is not present. So we have to stop here. I got all square numbers. I think, okay. Now, students, we go for what? We go for what is common between all. What is common between P, Q, and R? So what is the common? You can see 3, 3, 3. No, is a present only 2. Okay, let's see. 9, 9, 9 is a present among all. Any number is present, not at all. So he is asking, find. So we got it 9. So P intersection Q intersection R is 9. That is our answer. Okay. And you should write in the bracket because the set language set. Okay, that is why. Okay, he did not ask for N. N stands for one member only. That's it. So let's go for this one. Q union R. What does the Q union R means? Common members and uncommon members. Q and R. So these two members. So 1 is not common, but I will take. 3 is not common, but I will take. 4 is not common, but I will take. 6 is not common, I will take. But 9 is common 2 times, but I will not take 2 times. I will take 1 time only. So this is called in union. Actually, intersection is, must know it, the common part. Common part between them is only and only 9. So this is called, the face open downward is called intersection. How to read it? Intersection. Intersection. And open our top is called union. So union behaving common and uncommon. And the section behave only common. I think got an extra knowledge. Now, student, how to deal with this kind of question? Now, first of all, I will make a diagram. There's a very important diagram to make it, though he's not asking us. We have a, first of all, you know, there are three circles and 9 is present. Okay, let me write it here. P, Q, and R. Okay, so students, so this diagram I will make 3 times. Copy, paste, though it's not a compulsory to do, okay, but in this way you can get it easily. Have a look here. So here equal sign, this sign will come in the middle. And this P, I am writing it here. And this one I am writing here. So Q union R whole complement. Okay, I just said you, what's a P? P means circle of P. It means complete circle of P, I will shade. Done. What is this key union? Union stands for common and uncommon. So where is a P and P, Q and R? This is a Q circle. This is R circle. So this is common, I will take it. This is uncommon, I will take it. A short story, common and uncommon, take all. But he put a common, we put a dash on it. He said, no, no, no. Don't take these values. Take, accept it. I mean, I will not take bluish area. I will take accepted the other one. So I think you understood very well what I'm talking about. So I will take out of these two circles. And I'll look at, I'm shading for you. So this part is called complement part. And student, what is the common between them? This is called common. I just said that, common. How to get common portion? Is this part is common? Answer is yes. Anything else is common? Answer is no. So this is my common region, okay? Now, problem is that we don't know how many members are there, okay? So for that reason, I just tell you what to do. This diagram, I'm going to paste once again, but first of all, I write the members. So let's start. This 999, I'm going to write in the middle. Done. So let's talk about a P. 9, okay, anything, ma'am, common between Q and R? Nothing common. Is any common between P and Q? Yes, there is a common. Common members are 3, and that's it. So P and Q, I'm writing 3 here. Okay, 3 gone, 9 gone. Okay, check it. Is any common between this and this? Yes, 1 gone. So 1 is common between P and R. So I'm writing here 1. So 1 also gone. So what left? 5 and 7 left here. So 5 left here, 7 left here. Okay, let me complete it same way. Q. So 1 is taken and 9 is taken. What left, students? So 4 left here. 4 will come in this part. I think clear. Talk about Q. 3 gone, 9 gone, 6 left will come on the last part. And what members left from the further will go outside. Like 10 is not taken, I will write 10 outside. Okay, 9 is taken, 8 is not taken, up till in circles, I will take 8 outside. Okay, 6 is taken, 5, 4, 3, 2 is not taken. 2 is not taken in circles, so I will write outside. This is a way if we want to put the value. So how many values in this portion? 2 numbers. And the small n stand for number of members. And my answer is just 2. Just 2. If this small n is not there, if small n is not there, then how to write it? Let me show you how to write it. Let me show you 1 minute. Q union R whole complement. Then I must write 5, 7. This comes from here. But if he asks small n and stand for number of members, then I'll just count them and write it. I hope so. The concept is very, very clear. Let's go for next page. Yes, student, what is the question we have? We have to find out QRT. T is here and QRT is this triangle he talk about. So how to get this angle? We have to go for this, but problem in this lower triangle, look at here. Best technique to do the question, make the diagram and even letters same, T letter, Q letter, R letter, 9 and 90 degree. Best technique to make it separate. Okay, Now, is it enough data? No, it's not enough data to get a solution. Okay, solution. So I will make another triangle, big one. I will make it this one, S18, and here I have 28, and is given. So I will use this triangle to get the first part. So using SOHCAHTOA, I will get this length first of all. So let's try this one. This is a cube. I given this name X. So opposite in front of this is opposite by hypotenuse. So I'm writing X over 18 is equals to a sine 28. So 18 multiplies there, X is equal to 18 sine 28. So if I check in calculator, 18 times 2 sine 28, it is giving me 8.45. Okay, so this is a full length, I have it. But upper length is 4, so subtract 4. So when I subtract 4, I will get this length. So when I subtract 4, so it becomes 4.85, 4.45. So now I'm eligible in front of this the angle. This is called opposite. And this is opposite by adjacent to R. So tan theta is equals to 9 over 4.45. So tan will go on the other end. It will become tan inverse. So 9 over 4.45. If I take a tan inverse, 9 over 4.45, it's giving me answer 63.68. But do you know angle always 1 dp? I don't need this 8. So I will add in it, and I got 63.7 degree. And I think your point is very clear, and we got this answer. So let's go for next question of same page. So we have to bring first 5 on the other end. So 3 tan x is equal to 1 minus 5. And this 3 will divide under -4. Okay. But you know cast property, C-A-S-T, cast. C for cos, A for all, S for sine, and T for tan. So all this, actually we talk about tan negative. For your knowledge, here all positive. Let's talk about tan only. This cross I make for tan only. All positive means tan positive, tan means tan positive. So here tan positive in both quadrants, tan positive. So here sine positive and cos positive. But what about tan? So in these two sections, tan is negative. So because I talk about negative, so I will make these two lines in a second quadrant and a fourth quadrant. And now I'll take this angle alpha, and I will take tan inverse. But I request you, don't take negative sign. Just type positive sign. So when I type in calculator, I got a 53.1 degree. This I must write line and x-axis. Please don't put it here, wrong. Line and x-axis, the rule. And what is the rule of measurement? Start from positive x-axis, move anti-clockwise till line. So the first answer, 180 minus that. Second is from here till here, 360 minus that. So I hope so. Both parts are clear. So first answer, 180 minus this. Second answer, 360 minus this. So if I check it, my first answer is coming with me 126.9 degree. Second answer, 360 minus 53.1, and I'm getting here 306.9 degree. So I hope so. The point is very, very clear. And the question, this page is over. So question number 22, we have students we have here. Okay, so let's see how we can complete it. First of all, he's saying convert this into this expression. So we have our two ways, students. Okay, way number 1, write x minus 1, 2 times, multiply and then multiply. Second choice, which I like the most, is squaring identity. And that is the first term square, -2 into first term, into second term square. So this x will come in first 2 brackets, and 1 will go in next 2 brackets. Okay, students. After this, what to do? We will write this way, this -2x and +1. Now, I'm going to multiply with x with every term. So y is equal to x cubed minus 2x squared and plus x. And now 2 multiplying with every term, 2x squared, -4x, and plus 2. This and this cancel out. And finally, I got an equation which was demanded. okay, and which I'm writing it here. And that is x cubed. First I'm writing x cubed, and this negative 4 and plus 1 give you negative 3x and plus 2. Proved. And now, student, let's go for the next part. How we can do this one? Draw a suitable straight line, solve this equation. How to solve this equation, students? First of all, the hardest task is to convert into equation of line format. How we can do it? So it means this equation and this equation same. So basically, we have to convert this into this format. But problem we have here, we have a 2 beside of x cubed, and we don't have it. So what I will do, student, this I will multiply throughout into 2. So I got this. So into 2 whole equation I need. It means if I make it here, I'll get my answer easily. So let's start, student. 2x cubed. I'm copying minus 5x. I'm copying 0. I'm writing a little bit here. Okay, done. Now, how I can this is okay, achieved. No problem at all. How to convert, student? This okay. So I will make it because I have a negative 5, but I need negative 6. So what I will do, I will write negative x. And to make it balanced, I will write plus x. Because this will give us negative 6x. That is why I subtracted first negative and then added x later on. And I need plus 4 to make it balanced. Plus 4 I need, and negative 4 just for balancing. So this 2x cubed, these two terms will give us negative 6x. And this 4, I bring it here. And this x I will take on the other end. Negative 4 goes on other end. I got negative x plus 4. Now, is this fully matched with that? Exactly matched. But I need not to, this one, I need to convert in this form. Divide whole equation with 2. So when I divide it here, students, I get x cubed. Divide by here, students, I get 3x plus 2. And divide by here, I get negative half x. And divide by this number, I got a 2. Okay, this is clear. Now, is this match with that? Fully matched. Replaced by y. So I got a y is equal to negative half x and plus 2. And this is final equation of line, which he was asking from us. He was asking by drawing a suitable straight line. So I got equation of straight line. Now, student, what is the next plan? I will make a table of 2 numbers. Any 2 numbers, or I can make a 3 also, no problem. So from this 2, 1, 0, negative 1, and negative 2, take any 2 number. An ideal number is 0. And when I plug in 0 in the place of x, 0 and 2 have is 0. What left behind? 2 left behind. And student, after this, what is the next plan? I can plug in any number. For example, if I plug in negative 2, or if I plug in negative 1 in this place. So I think I can plug in 2 is better. When I plug in 2 here, students, what happens? So let's see what happens then. This cancel, I got this one, I got plus 1. It means I have plug in 2 here, I got it 1 here. I believe the point is very clear. Okay, now student, I'm going to make it. And what is the method to make it? Check it. This table I copy and paste here. So x0, y2, x0, y2. Repeat. Here x0, y0. Here x0, y1. Here x0, y2. I believe you understanding how I got at this point. X is 2, y1. X is 2, y1 here. So I get this point. Now I label it and I draw it with a scale, okay. And when I draw it, I believe you're understanding, and make arrow on the both sides. Okay, students, now he's asking us, so solutions. Whenever he asking solutions, okay, so where they intersect, that is a point. Okay, so they intersect at this point, and if it come down, this is my answer number 1. Come down, this is my answer number 2. And this is intersection is my third answer. So what is this one? So 1.1, 1.2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 1.6. This is 0. And now let's talk about last one, negative 1.1, negative 1.2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I can say negative 1.6. So I think idea is very, very clear. And this has a ranges. Okay, this is no range. Exact is also range, is also range. So we have a ranges. And if we get negative 1.5 to negative 1.6, all answer correct. Here, same story. If we get this one in the range, so we got a correct answer. So we have three answers. I'm writing here negative 1.6, 0, and 1.6. Let me check again. Yeah. So these three answers are my last answers. Okay. I hope so. The concept is very clear. Now let's go for next. So next page, we have this question. Actually, if you look at carefully, it's called a completing square. You can see the top completing square. Okay, but problem is that if we have a number available like 5 and this number, I can go for completing square and convert in this form. But problem is that whenever we have variable involved, both sides, look at here, P involved, here, K involved. So we have a best choice, expand one side. So this expanding, when I solve it, let's see what happens. So I'm using a squaring identity. First term square, negative 2 into negative 2 times 2, first term x, second term 5, plus 5 square. If you're not confident with this method, you can do one thing, right? It 2 times and multiply. And you know how to multiply, not a hard job. Okay, so I'm getting it, and plus k is still there available. On the right-hand side, I got this, and I think you're understanding, students, up till now. So here I got x squared, 2 into 5, 10 into x, 10x, and plus 25, I got it here. And here I got x squared, negative px, and negative 21. So I think now we can complete, and I'm writing the word comparing both sides. So if I compare both sides, student, what happened? X squared coefficient is 1 here. I mean, no number here, 1 and higher 1. They are equal, no need to compare. Now, what is x coefficient is negative 10. What is x coefficient is negative p. So I'm writing here negative p is equals to negative 10. Negative, negative cancel, and I got my answer. I think clear. So let's talk about constant. What is called constant? This is called x squared. This is called x, and this is called constant. Constant means which has no x involved. So this is equals to this one, only negative 21. I will take. When I take negative 1, students, so let's see what happens. Okay, so this is clear. And now I'm going to complete a question. So it goes there, and I got a k is equal to negative 21, negative 25, and answer turns to be negative 46. And I hope so. The concept is very clear, and we got the both answers are clear. So, and the paper is completely clear over, and best of luck for the exam, and best technique, those questions you got an issue, please reattempt after class. Best technique is a redo. So redo is a key to success. Okay, don't forget it. This is the only way to get a success is a redo. So you have to reattempt this all those questions we done mistake. So best of luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.